You ever found yourself feeling like life is just continuing to give you one blow after another? Like it's a combo hit that you could not have even prepared for. Every time you turn around, it seems like something else is going wrong. I know that I have been experiencing that for several years now. It seems like one thing right after the other continues to just bombard me. And I don't think that I'm that special. I think that a lot of people are experiencing it as well. Whether it be a financial situation where something comes up that you weren't expecting, and then another thing comes up that you weren't expecting, and another thing comes up, and you just can't seem to catch up financially. Or maybe it's health issues. One thing right after the other. You feel like you finally make progress, everybody in the house is healthy, and then it starts the cycle all over again. Or maybe it's just stuff breaking. You can't seem to keep anything in good working condition. Everything seems to break, and then whenever you try and fix it, something else breaks. And then you get those random things that you just don't really anticipate. Like for me, we just found out that we've got asbestos. We're trying to clean up our house, get rid of the mold, and hey, guess what? Now you got to deal with asbestos too. As you know, because my family can't be in the house with the mold, they're at my in-laws while I'm still here at the house fighting the mold. And I was going to bed the other night, and I'm removing things from the bed so I can lay down and go to sleep that night. And right as I look at the wall at eye level where I put my face to go to bed, there is a massive brown recluse. This thing is at least the size of a silver dollar. Its body was probably about 3/8 of an inch, which is what I think is the biggest one that has been recorded. Maybe I'm wrong, but nonetheless, it was a massive one. And we've had brown recluses in the house. I haven't really been scared of them, but this one kind of got me off guard. I mean, it was literally sitting on the wall looking at me going, "You ready to go to bed?" Now, it probably was thinking, "Holy crap, I hope he doesn't see me." But it looked like a challenge to me. Because everything seems to be a challenge to me these days. As I'm sure you can probably tell, my eye is still healing up. I've never had anything like this. It's a sty, but it has just caused my eyelid to scab over. It's inflamed. My vision is impaired. I actually can't see clearly out of my left eye. I'm dealing with some nausea and vertigo because of it. Like I said, we just found out about the asbestos. Then this friggin' spider shows up. And it's challenging me. It's taunting me. At least that's how I saw it in my head. And I wanted to throw my hands up and be like, can I freaking get a break? Now, what's funny is that term, "can't this guy just get a break?" was something that I actually heard yesterday whenever I was doing my road calls. I go and help this guy. He's stranded on the side of the interstate. And when I go to take off the inside tire, which was supposed to be just underinflated, it's exploded. The whole thing was exploded. And not only that, when it exploded, it decided to reach out and grab some of the wheel well, the aluminum wheel well protector on this tanker, and bring it along for the ride. So it's completely wrapped up inside of this tire. I actually had to fight with it just to release the tire so I could get it off and change it. And then whenever I went to put it back on, of course, that aluminum is curled in so much and going to puncture the new tire. I have to completely remove the wheel well. And then I have to get out a big sledgehammer and try and beat it back into shape so that I can put it back on and then try and put the tire back on. Now, this driver was out there helping me, so I appreciated that. But he also saw how much I was struggling, and it's hot. So, of course, I've got sweat pouring off of me while I'm doing the job. Finally, I have one thing that kind of goes my way while I'm doing this job. And the driver goes, "Oh, man, finally you catch a break." I was just sitting there thinking, man, can this guy not get a break? And that made me think back to whenever I was working at the bank. And I had a coworker who knew all the things that was going on with me in my house. And this is whenever my second child was needing double hip surgery and we were having vehicle issues. And he goes, "Man, Chris, life has just been relentless for you. I'm so sorry for you. This just seems like you've got everything going against you." And like I said, I don't think that I'm the only one who's experiencing this. Are you experiencing this? Is this something that you're seeing in those around you? If it's not, do you feel alone? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel like throwing in the towel? Well, I'm recording this right now. I just got off work. As you can tell, I look pretty rough. I'm glad you can't smell me because I reek. All of my kids, when I came home and gave them a hug, they're like, Daddy, you stink. And I do. I know I do. I didn't take a shower. I came right out here because I wanted to do this video because it seems like one thing right after another keeps coming up. And I keep getting discouraged and defeated and feeling like I just don't have enough oomph to push forward. And it's even been hard to record. But I was not willing to go another night and not get this out to you. I want to encourage you. If you're fighting, keep fighting. If you feel like you're in the trenches and everything is going against you, you just keep getting blindsided by life. Things in your control, things out of your control. It doesn't matter. It just seems like you can't get a win. Keep fighting. You are not alone. I know I've said this before, and it may sound repetitive, but somebody else who may not have heard it the first time could possibly be hearing it this time. And I want to encourage you, you are not alone. You're doing the best you can. If you are still going through it, I'm proud of you. It means you haven't given up. It means you haven't chosen to throw in the towel. You didn't sit down and just let life's struggles overwhelm you. You're fighting against the current. That's something to be proud of. And if nobody is telling you that, I am one who is in the trenches and feeling it and overwhelmed myself. And so I can see what it's like when you continue, and I want you to know I am proud of you. If you're one of those people, and you may not be struggling, but you know somebody who is, please forward this to them. Let them know that you see what they're going through, because I promise you, even just that acknowledgement from somebody around you who says, I see what you're going through, and that's tough, and I'm proud of you. Or I see what you're going through, and here's a little word to encourage you while you keep going. I don't have much else to offer, but here's a video that I saw, and I immediately thought of you. Share this with them. You don't know how encouraging that may be for them. If you're one of those who are struggling, put down in the comments section what you're going through. You don't have to get personal if you don't want to. You can if you want to. I'm not scared of it, but I also understand you may not want to air everything that's going on in your life, but let me know what you're going through. Let me be a voice of encouragement. Maybe somebody else in the comments section will see what you have to say and can offer their words of encouragement as well. But ultimately, what I do want you to know is that if you are fighting, if you're going through it, keep going through it. Eventually, you will make it through, and you'll look back and see what all you actually overcame. The crazy thing is that if you continue to push through, you become stronger. It's just like whenever you work out. The resistance is actually making you stronger. So all the things that you're going through, there's got to be some reason. It's making you stronger. You're able to face something greater that's on the other side of it. I don't know what's coming. I really, really do not know what's coming, but I have a feeling based on all of the things that are coming against me that I need to be extra strong to be able to face them, to be able to not buckle under the pressure. And I can say probably the same thing is happening for you. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you were encouraged by my stories. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. Put something down in the comments section. Like I said, share it. Share it on social media. Share it on email, text, whatever, but share it. Make sure you share it. Don't just watch it for yourself. If there's somebody that you know that will be encouraged by this, please share it. And I will see you next time when we can share an idea and change the world.